All right, so these are the live visuals on your screen. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman en route to the Parliament, this time to present a record 7th budget. This is going to be historic in so many ways. And remember that the crucial factor here will be, in a coalition government, what has Nirmala Sitharaman got to say to the people of this country? And Sakshi, a lot of expectations from the rural sector, industry experts, because everyone wants a piece of this pie.
Absolutely, Pooja, and it's going to be extremely important to see how the finance minister is able to match and to balance both the fiscal pressures as well as the coalition pressures. At that this time around, it's going to be that one added on pressure, not just to keep the economy rolling, not just to keep the growth path, a gliding growth path towards 8%, in the near future by FY30, but we also have Piyush Mishra right there, who's been standing by from morning outside Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman's place. Now she's taken, she's now going towards the Parliament. Piyush, get us more insights. Where is she headed first? What will happen next? And what is something that everybody is looking out for from the Finance Minister this time around?
Well, Sakshi, she has just left from residence and she is now heading to Ministry of Finance, where she will be, meeting with her colleagues there at Ministry of Finance. And after meeting her colleagues there at the Finance Ministry, she will then go to the President House, where she is all set to seek the permission from the President's office to table the budget. Soon after that, then she will go to Parliament House, where the cabinet meet is also to take place at 10:15 a.m. And the cabinet is going to clear the budget first, and then the presentation of budget will take place at 11 o'clock. So these are the customary things. Those are followed every time. Before entering the Parliament also for the cabinet meet, she is going to show the tablet also through which she will be presenting the budget. Every time we see how she comes up with Bahi Khata, and that's the tradition which has been started by the NDA government also. So there are a series of steps which she's going to follow before presenting the budget. As far as this entire budget is concerned, the main focus would be outlining a roadmap for Viksit Bharat 2047 vision. Moreover, what we are learning is that FDI could be the prominent thing in this particular budget. Also, the focus would be on giving more tax relief to the common man. This is what the experts are also telling us. So a couple of minutes back, she has just left for Ministry of Finance. After reaching Ministry of Finance, she will hold a small meeting with officials and her colleagues, other MOS finance ministers, and then she will go to President House, then to Parliament House, where the budget would be cleared in the cabinet, and then
Piyush, you've been reporting about, and for so many years on this budget day. How different would you say that this budget day has been, specifically after the election results, that this budget has come in?
Well, Pooja, it's going to be very different because this time BJP will have to cater to the demands of its ally partners like JDU and TDP. Remember that JDU and TDP have been asking for special status for both Andhra Pradesh and Bihar states. But what we are learning is that this is not going to happen very soon. Though both the parties have so far adjusted with the special package. If not special status, then give us a special package. This is what they have been demanding. They have raised this in all-party meeting also. So while presenting the budget, we can expect Nirmala Sitharaman to give more focus on the states like Andhra Pradesh, on the states like Bihar. Also, there is a demand coming in from BJD, where the BJD is also asking for special status for the state of Odisha. So we can see that a few focus on the state of Odisha also, because BJP has just formed its government in the state of Odisha. So we can expect a major focus on these states, be it about Odisha, Andhra Pradesh or Bihar. But like you rightly mentioned, that it's going to be a different budget, because this time it's not Modi government, it's NDA government. We have seen how in the last two terms, BJP was very much emboldened with the fact that it has got a brute majority, but this time it has formed its government with the support of other allies. So it's very much imminent, and it will be seen also during the budget that Nirmala Sitharaman keeps more focus.
Stay on with me, because it's not just about, remember, the special status that you are telling us. The coalition partners in Odisha, in Bihar, in Andhra Pradesh will expect certain concessions, but also for Jammu and Kashmir, there's going to be expectations coming in. It's under the central government's rule. And that's also ahead of assembly elections, will also possibly find a mention in this budget. That's the visual on your screen. From 2019 the first budget speech that had come in. What started with a briefcase, now to a Bahi Khata. You're looking at how not only there's been a transformation from the briefcase to the Bahi Khata and then to digital, but even look at Nirmala Sitharaman. Dark hair to grey hair perhaps is reflective of the years of experience, wisdom and the toll that this job often also takes. Remember, on you are banking the expectations of, there are hundreds of sectors. That's the first visual of Nirmala Sitharaman, dressed in a crisp white and red sari, Sakshi. Of course, not a word right now, but you tell me, you know, I look at more about the political overtones here, about how it's a coalition, about the expectations of the partners and the opposition. She gets down, not reacting right now. A stoic silence, walks in. How much do you think, as a budget day, this day is crucial for the FM?
Absolutely, this is going to be crucial. It's going to be historic because it is her 7th budget, a historic for any finance minister in India. Now, will this really meet the historic expectations that one can hope to get for the Indian economy, which is at the cusp of moving towards a developed economy, a Viksit Bharat that we are talking about, 2047. I think Anmol Bali is now with us from the Finance Ministry to get us all the live action. We've just seen Anmol, Finance Minister, walk into the North Block. What is the kind of mood around her? What were her expressions like? Does she look confident enough to deliver a prudent, a fiscally prudent, a growth-oriented budget this time around? Do tell us what is the sense that you're getting.
Pooja, just few hours are left for the Modi 3.0 first budget, and as you can see in the visuals currently, I am here outside the Finance Ministry, and Nirmala Sitharaman, the Finance Minister, the man of the day, has just arrived here. She will be presenting budget just few hours after. It will be seen that around 11 a.m. she will be delivering the budget speech in the parliament, and there are various expectations by the experts on this issue. Some people are saying this budget will be for the Garib, Mahila, Yuva, Kisan, and various other experts are also predicting that this budget will have some relief for the taxpayers as well as relief for the private sector. More focus will be on infrastructure, more focus will be on the railways and the other areas like research. But I'll show you in the visuals outside the Finance Ministry, as you can see. And few minutes ago, Pankaj Chaudhary, MOS Finance, has also arrived here, and while talking to media while leaving his residence at the KG Marg, he has said this budget is Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas wala budget, and this is a national interest budget, Rashtra Hit ka budget. So from here you can understand the vision of the government for the budget this year.
Absolutely.
Anmol, stay on with me because these are the visuals coming in, left from her residence. First stop is at the Ministry of Finance. This is where we are going to have the visual, the first visual before she enters into the parliament. With that Bahi Khata, so to say. Of course, it's a protocol, it's a symbolism, it's a photo opportunity, but this has been a tradition as well. And what a fine tradition for a country. Remember, India, still a fairly young nation.
Yeah.
The manner in which it has been able to put down the colonial baggage and the new baggage that it's lifted, it's interesting, Sakshi, isn't it? Because to have a vision for your country, we have the kind of neighbor nations we have, and then to not only face all of that, but also to ensure that you're constantly progressing. And a lot of that is on the budget.
Absolutely. And Pooja, this time around, it'll be the first time that they will be facing internal pressures as well. Something that was not there for the last 10 years. They were comfortable. Modi government had a vision of their own. They spent the money on the country just the way they wanted to, wherever they wanted to. And largely for these last budgets that the government has presented, they have largely stayed away from any tilt towards populism. And that is what has been the saving grace for the country and the economy at large, which is why, despite problems like COVID-19, which were massive, unprecedented issues that occurred, our country and our economy is far more stable and in a better shape when you compare with the developed world and even compared to the other emerging markets as well.